Your best fighter against ours. What would you say to that?
No way. I want the bitch who fixed Julie up, and that's you, Maxwell.
All right. If your side wins, I'll fight you.
You for real?
Yes.
We pick anyone we want from our gang.
And so will we. Well?
Catching your cellmate, Maxwell. Her name's Jones. Make sure she knows how things are run around here and not to cause any trouble.
Hello, I'm Kath Maxwell. Come in and get yourself settled. I'm sure we're going to be very good friends.
We've talked it over and we're going to get married as soon as we can, inside the prison.
You what? But that's absurd. You have to get a marriage license to begin with, and by the time that comes through, you would have come to your senses.
I did all that when we got engaged. The license will be through in a couple of days and there's nothing that'll stop us.
Just a big dumb kid, really. I don't know what good she's going to do us against Connors.
Big dumb kid, eh? I'll tell you about that big dumb kid. A little while ago, one of the women in C Block decided to tear one of her comics. Just to see what Jones would say.
And?
The woman was in hospital for 6 months.
I see. Well, do you think that was such a good idea, then?
Oh, yes. Especially if she gets it into her head that it was Connor's. And I'm sure her best friend can convince her of that.
G'day, Kat.
Merle, I tried to stop her, but there was nothing I could do.
Who done it? Who done that to me, comic?
Rita Connors. She just wouldn't listen to me. No, you mustn't. She said she'd hurt me if I told on her.
But she done that to me, comic.
To get at me, Merle, she kept laughing while she was doing it and saying, Looney Jones will kill you for this.
Called me that name. Oh, Bama!
No! Oh, no, you mustn't. They'll lock you away by yourself and then Rita will come back and rip up all your comics.
I rip her to pieces, she did that.
Please, Merle. If you weren't here, I'd try to stop her and then she'd beat me up. She would.
No, I wouldn't let her hurt you, Kathy, me mate. She shouldn't have done that to me, comic.
No, she shouldn't have, and I promise you she won't get away with it. I'll think of a way you can punish her without the officers knowing. And then you won't get into trouble, all right?
Soon.
I promise. Now, come on. We'll try and fix up your book. You spread the pieces out on the bed there. I'll get some sticky tape.
It's one of me favourites. Oh, no, look. He's got a rip right across his belly. You wait, Rita Connors. I'll make you real sorry you touched my comic. Can we fix it?
We'll do our best.
Governor's finished with these. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, Joan, have the arson squad come up with any leads yet?
Nothing so far. Why?
Oh, I just thought it was a possibility there might be a link with the fire at the Conqueror's Clubhouse.
You can't prove I had anything to do with that. But you'd like to, wouldn't you? Anything to get your position back.
You're right, Joan, and why shouldn't I? I mean, you took the job for all the wrong reasons.
I took this job for one reason only, to turn this place back into what it's supposed to be, a penal institution, and I have the minister's blessing, remember?
Yes, and you don't let us forget.
And if you want to stay on here, Morris, I suggest you forget any feeble attempts at blackmail.
My name's Alan Maxwell. I'm here to visit my wife.
You'll have to sign in and one of the other officers will look after you.
Right, you'll have to be searched, but we'll start with this first.
Yeah, fine. They're just some books for Kath.
And I said outside! It has to be inside, Lexi. There are too many flies at this time of the year.
So we will spray ourselves. At least if you have to get married in a dump like this, at least do it outside in the sunshine.
Well, what happens if it rains?
It won't bloody rain anyway. They can put up a tent like they did for Rabbit.
Rabbit who?
Rabbit was...
On you two? Yeah, I reckon you're pushing it uphill, Lex. Well, don't forget the freak's deputy governor now. She'd rather give mouth-to-mouth to a death adder than see us having a good time outside.
See? Inside it is. Now I'm going to get cracking on the wedding dress.
What dress?
Julie's wedding dress. I've got...
You just hang on a minute. I'm the one who's designing Chucky's wedding dress.
Time out! It's Chook's wedding, and Chook will decide what she's gonna wear.
But Top Dog, there's so little
Yeah, we have to
time.
do something.
All right, bottom dog does the dress and side dog does the trimmings.
Silly buggers arguing it anyway. Steve will get her something, I bet.
Yeah, they'll figure that out themselves if they quieten down long enough.
There we are. It's almost as good as new.
Gee, thanks. G'day. Heard Roach got shifted. This your new flatmate?
Yes, Merle, this is Janet Williams.
G'day.
You got stuck with Looney Jones.
Don't call me that! No, I stop it! Call me that. No,
Stop it, Merle.
She shouldn't have called me that name.
I know, but Rita Connors made her, didn't she, Janet?
Why?
Because she's mad at you for being our friend. She's telling all the women that if they don't call you that, she's going to beat them up.
I'm gonna get her.
Yes, soon. But just now I have to talk to Janet, so you stay here and make sure we've taped that up properly, all right?
Okay. Sorry, Janet. I'll get her, I promise.
Yeah.
Well, that was intelligent, wasn't it? You nearly blew the whole damn thing.
But what, for God's sake?
The fight with Connors. She's perfect for it.
Hey, yeah. She'd be able to beat the... Oh, g'day, Mrs. M. How are you? Maxwell? Your husband's here to see you.
But I thought
Don't think. You work.
Right, Mrs. M. You want to read a comic? Yeah. Later. Okay.
He hit you when you said you were going away?
Yeah.
Funny, isn't it? How situations can change people. You and Bob were always so close before this.
I bought you the money. It's in the covers of some of the books. The officer checked it in reception, but she didn't notice the thing.
Is there enough money left for a ticket to Perth? That's the price of your freedom, isn't it? A one-way ticket to Perth?
Oh, come on, Kath, that's hardly fair.
Of course it's not fair. What happened to our daughter wasn't fair. And I ended her agony and they put me in here and that's not fair either. My God, you can't even begin to imagine the hatred in here. And the more I stand up for myself, the more like them I become. I don't want that, Alan, please. I need you. Just give me some hope that you'll be there for me and I can fight what I'm becoming. I'm begging you, Alan, please don't leave me.
It's just not that easy, Kath. I've made commitments to people in Perth. I have to go. I'm sorry. All right.
No.
I've been waiting for you.
Later, Janet.
No, now. I've got a bone to pick with you. Like, how come you're allowed 2 visits in one day by your old man? And like, how come if he dropped the gear off to you this morning...
Shut up, you little fool.
Look, I've got a right to know what's going on. We're supposed to be partners.
In there.
I'm not as dumb as some people reckon I am, you know.
All right. So it wasn't my husband who brought the coke in this morning. What the hell does it matter?
Who was it?
No names.
Suit yourself. But the next time you want to load a gear off my sister, I might have a bit of trouble getting her to produce. If you catch my drift.
I've got Joan Ferguson on side.
Bloody hell!
And you make damn sure she doesn't find out you know.